Then what I did that actually helped me and can actually help you too. First thing is I stopped waiting for motivation. That was the biggest mistake I was making. I was telling myself मैं कल से पढ़ूंगा, when I will feel motivated I'll start, but motivation rarely showed up. So I changed my approach. Instead of saying I will study for 5 hours, I started saying I will study only for 20 minutes. That's it. 20 minutes, no pressure, no huge targets. And surprisingly, once I started, everything becomes easier. That's when I learned motivation doesn't create actions, actions create motivation. Second is I made my phone harder to reach. Earlier, I used to rely on willpower, and honestly, it never worked because when your phone's sitting right next to you, your brain keeps thinking about it. So I started keeping my phone in another room and start studying. Simple change, right? But that has a huge impact on my study timings because the best way to beat a distraction is not to resist it, is to remove it. Environment matter more than motivation. Third thing is I learned to be comfortable with boredom, and that was a game changer. I realized that I had become uncomfortable with boredom. The moment I get bored, I grab my phone, waiting for food, phone, waiting for someone, phone, lying on a couch, phone. My brain never get a chance to be still. So I start practicing boredom. Sounds strange, right? But it actually worked. Morning walks without phone, sitting quietly for few minutes without phone, driving without constantly consuming entertainment, and slowly my attention span start improving. Because boredom isn't an enemy. Boredom is where focus is built. Fourth thing is I started to take my sleep very seriously. As a doctor, I know sleep was important, but knowing something and actually doing it is are two different things. When I improved my sleep schedule, the difference was obvious. My concentration was improved, my memory was improved, my energy was improved, and studying feels less painful. And that's when I realized sleep isn't wasting time, sleep is a part of learning. Today I still got distracted. I still have days where I don't feel studying or learning. I'm not perfect, but I learned one thing. Focus is not a talent, focus is a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained.